last question.
Sure.
What do you love most about what you do? Because you're giving off an energy right now. Like you can tell that you are in love with your job.
Yeah, I do.
What is it about your job that you love the most?
Just at the end of the day, you've helped someone and meeting so many awesome people in our community that are willing to give back. Whenever we have a need at Harford Family House, whether it's a phone call that we make or Rochelle posting it on social media, that need is met immediately. So I've met so many amazing people the past, 5 years I've been with Harford Family House. Seeing our families come in to the program broken and leaving successfully and graduating out of our program. And then when they come back and they want to give back, how can I help now that you guys helped me? That's awesome.
Wow. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Tim here with the TMA Connection. It's your local podcast that focuses on people and organizations that are making a difference in the lives of others. And every once in a while, we talk about real estate. But today is not a real estate day because we have Miss Heather Volk. She's the Resource Development Manager for the Harford Family House. And I just recently started following you guys on Instagram. So I want to learn more about it because I think a lot of other people need to learn about your organization. So, Heather, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Tim.
Yeah, this is awesome. So, give everybody a little bit of background about what Harford Family House is.
Sure. So, we are a nonprofit that is located, obviously, here in Harford County, but we help families with children, as well as unaccompanied young adults and just unaccompanied adults who are experiencing homelessness, basically get back on their feet. We have 2 locations here in Harford County as of July 1st.
Oh, wow.
Harford Family House used to just serve families with children and unaccompanied young adults. However, in July, we decided to merge with the Welcome One shelter that's in Bell Camp. And they serve the individuals. It just made sense. Their CEO was retiring. We do the same exact thing just with families and individuals. So we became one. So now we can say that we serve everyone that's experiencing homelessness here in Harford County.
That's amazing. How many people are currently round estimate number? I don't know if you know, or maybe you know the specific number. How many people are struggling with homelessness right now?
Oh gosh, I mean, there's waiting lists everywhere. But how it works here in Harford County is anyone who is experiencing homelessness has to first go to the Harford Community Action Agency, which is located in Edgewood.
Okay.
And they kind of do like an interview process there, an intake. And then that organization will reach out to either Harford Family House or SARC or Anna's House, all the other shelters here in Harford County. Number one, do you have space? Are they a good fit for your mission, what you guys are doing? So there's definitely a waiting list. Probably between 100 and 200 people at least.
So there is certainly a demand for it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then how do you go about temporarily housing people?
So at Harford Family House, once we have a space that opens up, we let our Harford Community Action Agency know. Same with the Welcome One shelter if there's space. And a family will come to us. They do an intake with us. They meet with their caseworker that they will meet with weekly while they are there, or more if needed. And they they sit down with them and start with making sure all their documentation is in order. Do you have your driver's license? Do you have one? And do you have one? Do you have it? Do you have your social security card? Do you have your birth certificate? All the items that you need in order to apply for housing. That's number one that our caseworkers will start doing with them. Then, all right, do you have a job? If so, great. Let's keep them on track there. Right. Do you have a checking account, savings account? If not, we get them set up with that. Then we start applying for housing, because the goal at Harford Family House is to have families in and out with between 6 and 9 months. Okay. At the Welcome One shelter, it's about 90 days that someone can stay there.
Wow.
And we also do case management down at the shelter as well. So they're meeting with their caseworkers to keep them on track. We have a lot of programs where we'll do like workshops, and obviously I already mentioned the case management, but workshops with life skills, whether it be managing your checkbook or cooking healthy meals or parenting, you name it. We have all sorts of workshops while they're there.
Okay. And if they're unemployed, helping them find jobs and interviewing and stuff like that?
All of our caseworkers, they have really good relationships with different like Beacon staffing and different the warehouses in our area, like Amazon, and so it's if they're willing to work, we can usually get them a job.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So certainly there's a need for people to get involved, and through your case managers all the way to people in the community to businesses to how can people help Harford Family House?
Yeah, there's lots of ways. So what I love about Harford Family House, and a lot of people don't realize this either when I'm talking to them, we own, so not only do we have the shelter and bell camp where that's 6 beds for women, 26 beds for men, kind of like the dormitory setting, like a big room with beds in it.
Okay.
Obviously the women and men are separated. At Harford Family House in Aberdeen, it's an apartment building as well as some off-site properties, all within walking distance of our main hub, which is the apartment building. So when a family moves into Harford Family House, it's completely furnished for them, like down to the toothbrush in the bathroom.
Wow.
And when they are ready to move on, they can take anything they want from that apartment and take it to where they're moving into. So it kind of saves them that initial expense of having to set up an apartment, which is awesome. So one way people can give back is as you're cleaning out your house, as you're cleaning out anything in your kitchen, household items, furniture, we take donations of all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So we're always replenishing our supply. When a family moves out, we go in and volunteers. We always need people to come volunteer their time. We have volunteers that will come in and clean out an apartment, clean it, get it set up for renew. That's one of the really fun ways kind of to give back is to set up an apartment when you know the dynamic of the family that's moving in. Like, hey, it's mom and dad and a 3-year-old boy. So you go in, you set it up for that family, which is really cool.
Yeah, that is definitely awesome.
Yeah.
What about businesses, local businesses?
Yeah, so we have lots of fundraising events at Harford Family House. I hear they're the best in Harford County. Well, I might be a little biased, but we have lots of fundraising events where businesses can sponsor as well as attend, buy tickets. We have one coming up in just a couple of weeks on February 10th.
Okay.
It's a shrimp and bull roast at the Richland Ballroom. Tickets are only $65, tables of 10 for $600. We have sponsorship levels as low as $150 all the way up to $2,500. So it's a great event for small businesses to get involved. You're going to be in front of about 300 plus people.
Have you done this before, or is this the first time?
This event has happened before. It's an event that has my first time helping manage because it was a result of the merger. This was a Welcome One event.
Gotcha.
So I haven't personally completely planned this event. I'm helping with it, obviously, for this year, and then it'll become my event after this. Our CEO, the CEO who retired from Welcome One, Liz Trotino, she is kind of our chair of this event. So thankfully, she stayed very involved and is helping me manage this event this year. Hopefully
Huge learning curve for you, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, how hard can a bull roast be? But no, it's happened for so many years. It kind of is running itself, which is nice. Right.
Yeah. What are there any other events during the year that you guys do other than the shrimp and bull roast?
Yep. So shrimp and bull roast will be February. Shortly after that, we have an event called Ahoy.
Okay.
It's an event that we do in May. It's the 17th of May. We do it at the beautiful La Banque up in Havre de Grace. It's more of like a networking event. Very, again, an inexpensive ticket. We always do a theme for that event, which is fun. We kind of keep it a secret for a while. We have some community members that will be a part of that theme, and they do crowdfunding for us. So they raise money, and then we announce the theme at a kickoff, and then at the event itself, we announce like who the highest fundraiser was. So that's a really fun event. We have an event called Home Runs for the Homeless. That is in July. That happens at Ripken Stadium. We kind of took your typical golf tournament and turned it into a home run derby, so to speak. So it's teams of 4, but you're not there all day, which is great. You can be there all day if you want, but you're only there during the time that your team is batting, which is only about a half hour. You warm up for a half hour, your team bats for a half hour, and then you can bolt, you can get back to work. So maybe an hour tops for that event. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool.
And they use the official outfield wall to hit a home run.
We see quite a few home runs that day.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
That's wild.
Yep.
And what happens if you hit a home run? Is that like, hey?
They're scoring. Yep.
Okay.
So it's if you hit it into the infield, it's a certain amount of points. The outfield, warning track, and then home runs. So we have someone there literally all day long with a clipboard.
Oh boy.
Keeping track of every single time the ball meets that, which is cool. But it's men and women. Women, if they want, can hit a softball. We've had people pitch a softball. It is a pitching machine. Some of the women prefer the pitching machine. Other times we'll pitch a softball, whatever they want.
Holy smokes.
So we do trophies for the teams that had the highest points, individuals that had the highest points, all sorts of stuff. So
that sounds like a lot of fun.
We started about 7:30, 8 a.m. and usually end up about 8 p.m. It's all day long. Sometimes the lights are coming on. We're finishing up.
Wow.
It's a great event. So that event's been around for a while. That's our July event. The end of August, another event that is as a result of the merge is a golf tournament at Maryland Golf and Country Club. That's the end of August. And then our next event, we used to do an event called Off the Streets where we were sleeping out for the night at Rifkin Stadium on the field, which is really cool.
Yeah.
We've had some trouble getting it going. It started during the pandemic. That might, just because of the merge, we have 6 events. We need to drop some. So that one might get dropped.
Okay.
It's kind of iffy right now. And then our last event is Boots and Bow Ties, which used to also be a fall event, but we bumped it to early December this past year, and people really liked it. It kind of kicked off the holidays. We do that at Vingian Manor Farm. We have a really awesome band that comes. Food is always amazing. A huge bourbon bar for those people that are bourbon drinkers.
Wow.
Wine, beer. Just a really good time. So I think we're going to keep it, I know we're keeping it in December for 2023, which will be good. So kicking off the holidays again at Vingian Manor Farm. So it's busy.
It'll be here before you know it.
I know it will. I definitely
Out of
will.
all those events, what's your favorite?
I know.
I'm sure they're all great, but
I love baseball. I grew up watching the Orioles and going to games and listening to them on the radio. So maybe home runs.
Yeah.
Home runs and Boots and Bow Ties. It's
that
probably
Ironbird Stadium is
it's cool.
It's a neat place. Neat place to watch a game.
Yeah.
Very close. There's not a bad seat in the house.
Right.
You know, it's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So people that are listening, they want to connect. And so number one, how can they connect with you? And then number two, what are some things that you guys are in need of, or what's most important right now as you guys go into the coming year?
Well, this is kind of timely. We do have, when will this air? This Friday?
2 weeks, actually from 2 weeks from now.
All right, well, never mind. This will already happen. But,
okay.
We love giving tours at a Harford Family House. But on the 20th, we are having an open house. Giving tours.
In 3 days.
In 3 days, yeah. So it already happened when you all are listening to this. That's okay. Some of you may have come.
And it was amazing.
It was amazing. But obviously, we do tours. So just reach out to myself, reach out online on our website, and we can set up a tour. They usually take a half hour to 45 minutes, but we can do both the location in Aberdeen as well as Welcome One. But just be able to see the space. And we obviously take a lot of donations, and our storage is limited, but we do keep it in our basement area, as we call it, where all the personal hygiene, cleaning supplies, furniture, household items are all down in there. So, and a chance to talk with caseworkers, kind of pick their brain too about all the programs that we have. So tours are great. Obviously monetary. There's a big old donate button right on the website if people have some extra money they want to donate.
Yeah.
A lot of groups will do collections for us. You can look at our website too to see everything we accept. If it's even easier, we have an Amazon wish list. You can literally click on it and have it sent right to Harford Family House. You don't even have to deliver
that
it.
is
So we make it very easy
awesome.
for people to help out.
That's making it easy. That's incredible. That's awesome. And I, looking at your Instagram, seeing that there's, how many volunteers do you guys have?
Yeah, we have lots of volunteers coming in.
Because there's people that are cooking and preparing meals and
the Welcome One Shot. It's every night. Every night there is a different organization there.
Wow.
Preparing a meal.
So organizations come in and then somebody orchestrates that and tells them what to do. And
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Wow. So, what's that look? How many people do you think, if
God,
you could guess?
It's not a huge, overall.
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain churches or certain organizations that will come back month after month, but then new people will reach out. So then Ann, who is our volunteer coordinator down at the Welcome One Shelter, she'll reach out to an organization, be like, hey, you guys want to skip this month? We have someone new that wants to come in, and they're usually pretty flexible. Oh, yeah, we'd love a break.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're interested in preparing, it's usually, I think they try to keep it to 3, maybe 4 people in that kitchen. I think closer to 3. It's not a huge space, and they want a lot of people running into each other. So, but yeah, you're serving.
And then you were talking about people that come in and they clean out the units and prepare for the next family that comes in. And
yeah, up at the Aberdeen location.
Yeah,
we always need. And then landscaping in the springtime and in the fall, painting exterior, railings, decks, all that kind of stuff. Steve Kessler, who's our facilities director, he always could use help with moving furniture, doing all that kind of stuff. So
it sounds like a fantastic organization.
Yeah, when we say follow us on all the socials, obviously you just started. Michelle Nino, who is our marketing director, is absolutely amazing, and she's always keeping it creative and always daily posting any needs we have or any upcoming events that are happening. She's on it and she's posting about it. We have a monthly newsletter that goes out. You can subscribe to that on the website too, so you can get our monthly updates that way too.
All right. Well, we're going to throw this up on the screen. So where can people follow you on Facebook and Instagram? What's your website? And what's the email and phone numbers that they can reach out to?
Yeah, the website is harfordfamilyhouse.org. That's for both locations. It's all lumped into one. Harford Family House on Instagram as well as Facebook and LinkedIn. And then the email, I believe, is info@harfordfamilyhouse.org. You can find it at Contact Us on the website on the drop down.
All right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Last question.
Sure.
What do you love most about what you do? Because you're giving off an energy right now. Like you can tell that you are in love with your job.
Yeah. I do.
What is it about your job that you love the most?
Just at the end of the day, you've helped someone and meeting so many awesome people in our community that are willing to give back. Whenever we have a need at Harford Family House, whether it's a phone call that we make or Rochelle posting it on social media, that need is met immediately. So I've met so many amazing people the past, 5 years I've been with Harford Family House. Seeing our families come in to the program broken and leaving successfully and graduating out of our program. And then when they come back and they want to give back, how can I help now that you guys helped me? That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much for joining us today. Folks, you got to follow Harford Family House. Thanks, Heather, for coming in.
I appreciate you having us.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Markland Advantage. We'll be putting this all over the place on LinkedIn and TikTok and everything. And so follow us there. And if you enjoyed the episode, please share it. It helps get out the message of people that are doing great things, such as Harford Family House. So
awesome.
Congratulations. This was awesome.
Yay.
Until next time, folks, live your life to the fullest, and we'll see you soon. Take care.